All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. Let's go. Come on. Heavy. Give me something.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 33-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a give, right side. McFarland. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, watch edge, watch edge. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Right here, right here.
Shift, shift. 22, check, over. 22, check, over. Check.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ready? 45. Mike, 45.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got jump.
He's crashing. Check his crash.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
That's track. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Watch twist.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 40 to plan. Check. 45 to Mike. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Deuce.
Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Falcons, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike 25. Mike 91.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Mike 91. Defense wins championships, baby.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Watch the screen. 91 is the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike, ready for that?
Ryan.
Bring it.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
I got wide. I got wide.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready. Mike 25.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
No chance. 39.
91 is the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. Squeeze. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. No. Rush in. Rush in.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Jackson going to throw again. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. On first down, McFarland. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Too little, Cupcake. 45. Mike, 45. I got him. Hey, over.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Preston Smith there on the stop.
48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slip.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Hey, wait.
91 is the mic.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
On first down, Ryan. Well, this is caught by Williams. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. He finds an opening past the 40. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 34.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now Ryan on first down. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Falcons 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. 39 yards there, a big one. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 2nd and 1, Ryan, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 6 yards away, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
The Packers take over. Come on, fellas. At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
45. Mike,
All day, baby. All day.
45 to Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Let's get in there, Hal. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Here we go. Switch. Check your hot read. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Jackson from the shotgun. And able to find Alan Lazard. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Got it. 45, Mike, 45. You're not ready. Hold. 45. Echo. I'm going to run you over.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Man out. 45.
On second and 9. Jackson looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Stay with your man.
Switch. 36.
Now a give right side. McFarland looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Slam. Showing it. Go. Whip. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
58. Check that.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Chad, 280. 1 is to Mike. Mike 91. Man, let's get some penetration here.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
I got you. I got you. Check safety. Check safety. Safe. 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 Check. Lucky. Lucky. Lucky.
Throwing is Jackson. He's got the hook up to Lazard. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Check Mike, check Mike.
Hey, we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. It's just me and you. Short, me and you. Hey, we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Caught by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down, Green Bay.
Shut. 37. The ending. 37. Coming for you. See how that?
Jackson on first down, letting one go deep for the end. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan to throw. This complete to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And the pass from Ryan complete to Freeman.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's got it to Williams. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Flush to his right. Jones has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Look at the big man rumble. 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. Third down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.